Yo, what's up, guys? Oh, people are speaking against EBU now. They're speaking out about what happens in the backstage of Eurovision. So, Eurovision and EBU are kind of boasting and saying, look, we're only doing this for the protection of our staff. We only kicked out the Netherlands because of the safety measures that we take. Okay, now what about personal space? What about boundaries? Well, apparently Stein talked about this being filmed without wanting to be filmed, with against her will. Stein participated of Eurovision 2020 2022, and yeah, let's take a look what she had to say.
S10 heb je afgelopen week ook
S10.
het Songfestival gevolgd.
Ja, ik heb het natuurlijk wel gevolgd, ja.
Wat was jouw reactie toen je hoorde dat Joost gedisqualificeerd was?
Ik vond het heel raar dat ze die keuze hebben gemaakt, maar ik vind het ook moeilijk om er iets over te zeggen, want ik weet natuurlijk ook niet wat er gebeurd is. En ik vind het ook een beetje awkward om over Joost zo te zeggen, wat is er daar gebeurd? Want dat vind ik gewoon een beetje raar. Maar wat ik er wel over kan zeggen is dat de druk zo ongelooflijk hoog is om daar mee te doen.
Wow.
Ik ben zelf ook een beetje tegen de lamp gelopen toen ik terugkwam. Dat zit ook in de documentaire, dat het best wel veel van je vraagt. Maar ik heb wel heel veel geluk gehad met de mensen om me heen. Mm-hmm. En ik hoop dat iedereen die meedoet aan het Songfestival een goed vangnet heeft. Want het is wel echt belangrijk dat je daar even je schouders omlaag kan doen.
Het blijkt dat Joost...
Wow. Okay. So let's try to understand this, guys. Look, Joost is quite new to the whole attention, right? I believe somebody said he had never done like a TV performance at this scale before. Okay, so that's a pressure already in that situation. And then on top of that, you're being constantly filmed. There's a lot of pressure on top of you. There's a lot of things that you need to do. They put you on press conferences. They treat you like a reality star, a reality show star. And then they talk about, keeping it safe. What about the mental health here? What about, being human? What about the human element? So what I understood basically is that, hey, we're the organizers. We're going to film you. We're going to make money off of you. We're going to charge you to be in the Eurovision. And if you complain, we're going to kick you out. And we're going to take all the money that you invested for this competition, all the work, all the dreams, and all the hopes that you have. And hey, we might even prosecute you. That's what that's what they did, basically. So do you understand what a power play this is? This is basically saying, look, we have the power. Either you put down your head and accept it, or we're going to kick you out because we hold all the cards here. Now, I'm not saying what Joost did was 100% fair. He could have just, been a little bit more patient, but at the same time, he's not a pushover. I can see that he's not a pushover, and he did. This is the last day of the competition. There is a breaking point. There's a boiling point. And I think he reached that limit where he said, enough is enough, and boom. But I think we still have to see what he has to say. But from what I can see from other contestants, it's a common thing for you to be stressed.
Laag kan doen.
Especially when people are shoving cameras and shoving things in your face. Of course you're gonna lash out.
Blijkt dat Joost toch wel moeite heeft met regeltjes, de regie uit handen geven en zo. Had jij dat ook?
Ik denk dat het als artiest moeilijk is om concessies te doen voor je eigen artiestschap. Ik heb daar gelukkig niet heel veel concessies in hoeven doen, dus dat scheelt. Mm-hmm. Dus ja en nee. Zeg maar, er zijn wel heel veel regels waar je aan moet houden en dat is best wel zwaar.
Ja. Zaten er ook regels bij of verplichtingen waar je liever niet aan meedeed?
See, the crazy thing is that they are guests in the competition. They are guests. They are not workers. They are guests that go there and participate, and compete. Of course, they have to follow Eurovision rules. Of course, I understand that. But you can't treat them like a piece of merchandise. You have to treat them equally as humans, and not just, if they don't want to be filmed at a certain point, you can't shove a contract in their face and say, hey, we agreed on a contract. It doesn't matter if you don't feel well, we're going to film you anyways. You can't do that. You need to be humane. And if somebody shoves a camera on your face when you're feeling sad, and guys, remember one thing, Joost Klein had just performed a rehearsal, and look at how deep the psychological value is here. He's in the Eurovision as he promised his parents. He's doing something where the end of the performance talks about him, dedicating it to his parents. It's an emotional act, right? It's an emotional performance. It's a moment that it's getting closer and closer. So all of the emotions are flowing, and you guys expect him to, or any contestant, to hold it together all the time. It's insane, right? It's insane. It's completely insane. And some people aren't, they can't just bow their heads and accept it. They're still human beings. They still have their values. So it is very harsh what the EBU did. They did not consider all the emotions, the adrenaline. They didn't acknowledge the fact that he was making a performance for his parents, who he lost when he was a kid. So a lot of feelings bottled in. And not only that, the tension, the atmosphere, everything over there, they should have considered all of that. They should have brought a psychologist in instead of the police. They should have brought in, of course, they can involve the police, but they should have brought a psychologist to see how, to care for the well-being of their artists and for the people involved, and try to understand the situation instead of condemn and, take such a deep measure. That's my opinion on this. They should be more human when taking this into consideration. I don't think they did. I just think they were thinking about, the business behind it.
Nou, ik kan wel zeggen dat je heel vaak gefilmd wordt terwijl je dat niet wil. Dus dat is iets wat heel moeilijk is, want dat is gewoon in je backstage area waar je niet aan kan ontsnappen. En ja, ik hoef niet per se op elke TikTok met elke artiest. Dat vind ik gewoon echt verschrikkelijk.
Maar dat soort dingen zijn dus wel verplicht.
Nou ja, je tekent daar geen contract voor, maar je bent gewoon constant in een ruimte waar dat wel heel veel gebeurt. Dus dat is gewoon best wel heftig.
So there are no contracts? You don't sign a contract?
Heftig.
En hoe voelde je dan toen je weer thuis kwam? Was het ontlading? Wat was het?
Toen was het wel even zwaar. Want je moet voor heel veel mensen optreden. Het is een hele leuke ervaring. Ik vond het ook heel erg leuk. Dat wil ik niet. Want het was met Afrotros fijn met mijn team. Maar je wordt alles is zo gepland. En er gebeurt zoveel, komt zoveel op je af. En dan kom je thuis en dan moet je het weer echt even alleen uitzoeken. En dat vond ik best wel zwaar. Ja.
Heb je nog een boodschap voor Joost?
Nee. Dat vind ik heel awkward.
Awkward. No, I think that is very acceptable. That the subtitles are wrong. She said it would be awkward. Yeah, the whole situation is a mess, but you guys know how I feel. Like, I think the word and the takeaway message here is consideration. I don't think EBU had the consideration of, doing something that everybody would agree upon. There should be a consensus, and there should be a little bit more of a human touch to it, rather than just eliminating someone knowing that he has gone through all this pressure. And guys, remember, I'm not defending a murderer. I'm not defending a serial killer. I'm defending a guy who said please stop filming. And then he burst. Do you guys understand? We're not here defending a serial killer. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Oh, we have a 0% tolerance. Bro, you should consider that every Eurovision is different. I doubt that the first or second or third or fifth Eurovision had the same environment and atmosphere as this last one, because this last one was full of stuff. Performers were scared because of the things that were going outside the building. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I honestly, genuinely think that EBU did not do a thorough investigation before they took action. You guys can say whatever you want. Okay, Joost is guilty. Joost shouldn't have done what he did. Fine, that's fine. I understand your point of view. But the fact that they eliminated him hours before the competition, the fact that they let all of this, you know, they let it go on, the fact that they didn't handle it properly, that's what gets me angry. Because we all know that Joost will survive the waves, and this will only make him bigger and more popular. But I'm more disappointed with the fact that the EBU doesn't have a human side. And if they do, they're not showing it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm not a psychologist, but I try to see what's going on also. Not only the what happened, but the why it happened. And to the person to the camera woman who felt threatened, she also has her right, but she also did not show a human side, because it feels like what I've seen, it looks like he apologized many times because it was an impulsive. It was by impulse. That's what the latest news is. But still, this woman went and pressed charges and filed a complaint. You think that is in good faith? No, it's not in good faith. She did that on purpose so that he would be eliminated because of a grudge or something. I don't know. But it's clear that she did not accept his apology. The whole thing is a mess, and it feels like it was just like two children fighting, and you could have solved it by pulling both aside, asking, what's going on? What happened? Pull them to HR, and then Joost is going to be like, she started it. And then she's going to be like, oh, but he was threatening me. Okay, guys, apologize. Let's get back to work. Let's be professional. But they were everything but professional. And that's it. That's my opinion, guys. This story is still developing, so we're going to find out soon what really happened. But I still think this was blown out of proportion. And I repeat, we are not defending a serial killer. We're defending a guy who lashed out because he said enough was enough. Oh man, that's sad. See you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you disagree with me. I'm out. Bye-bye. Now you can get full access to exclusive content, special reactions to shows, series, anime, full movies, and even request a video of your choice. Just become a YouTube member or join Buy Me a Coffee today. Find out more. The link is in the description.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right.